Hey guys, Ev's back to entertain. It's been a minute. I'm trying to think. The last video I had was that the meme I have, the idol, where with Angry Joe. That was like a couple months ago. The last meaningful video I think was the 44 finale video, I believe, which was like a few months ago. So it's been a hot minute. I do have some upcoming videos. I'm planning to have next week, but that's a secret. Anyway, but yeah, we're back here. New season of Survivor. We're not really new because it's been what 5 or 6 weeks. But yeah, and we're back here. I'm back with my special guest again.
Hello, it is me again, Keenan. Nice to meet you all again.
So I'm just gonna all that time. Yeah. So it's the 45th season of Survivor, the fifth one of the new era, and and we haven't been too kind to the new era most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we both thought 42 was pretty solid, but the other 3 seasons we thought ranged from I'm trying to think. It's like I thought 43 was pretty average. 41, 44 were below average in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk. It's kind of funny now. I remember like, after 44 ended, people like 44 was like a top tier season. But now all of a sudden, like a few months later, people are like, you know what, 44 is kind of,
Yeah. I mean, people were the same way with 43 too. Like,
yeah. It's like fans got like maybe like take like months like off after the season ends to say, okay, you know what, the season was that good. I thought it was.
yeah. No, I mean, it's just I don't know why Survivor fans are like that. It's kind of like the Sonic fan base. Now I think about it. Anyway, but yeah. So as of recording this, we're on I guess now we're about to be. This week is gonna be the merge episode, or but it's the I mean, we're past the mergatory vote, but now we're back. Everyone has their buffs, and now this Wednesday will be the merge episode. So far it's been what six, seven, no 6 boots I think. I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
6 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it was
6 weeks.
what's her name, Hannah, Brandon, what's her
Sabaya,
face, Sabaya, what's his name, Sean,
Sean.
Brando,
Mm-hmm.
and Jemiah. I like nickname her as Jermaine. I'm gonna call her for the rest of the
Because
video.
the reason why, because I kept calling her Jermaine.
No, I thought of it.
You did? Oh.
Yes. All right. Anyway.
I swear.
No, I thought of it. All right. Anyway.
Whatever.
So yeah, whenever we say Jermaine, we mean Jemiah. So just letting you know now. All right.
I'm calling her Jay.
I'm calling her. I'm calling her Jermaine. Anyway. All right. I mean, want to say your thoughts on the season real quick before we get to like the episode breakdowns.
Yeah, all right. Sorry about that. Honestly, this season is been pretty good. I mean, it has some little lows, but it's been mostly high. It's been like a kind of like a fresh of what's the word?
Breath of fresh air.
Sorry, a breath of fresh air. It's been like one of the best seasons, in my opinion, probably since honestly David vs Goliath.
I say so too. I'm kind of the same way too. I thought the season it definitely surpassed my expectations. I really didn't know what to expect after 44, but I mean, it's a lot better than I expected. Granted, I think the 90-minute episodes do make a difference, but in general, I think the cast is pretty solid. I think editing is overall much better than the last few seasons.
That because of 90 minutes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like in general, like I mean, kind of like how I felt during 42. It's the first time that I kind of look forward to episodes of Survivor. I mean, like, I mean, like I said before, with 43 and 44, I mean, like I missed episodes due to like school or work, whatever. I'm just like, okay, it's whatever, because I ultimately just didn't care what was happening, because like either the cast wasn't like, either like there's too much of a kumbaya feeling to it, or I just didn't either, or the editing was too messy. Like I just didn't really care what happened in the last 2 seasons. But now 45. Honestly, just something about it just grabs my attention. I mean, there are some flaws with it, obviously, but
we'll get to that.
but yeah, so far it's pretty solid.
Yeah. Like I said, like I know this season we kind of like not able to watch it live because like we both got work and we gonna be done at 8, and you got classes. So we actually, instead of like like last 2 seasons, you just like, oh, I'm not gonna watch it till Thursday. We're actually just starting to watch it at 8:30, 8:45 now.
Yeah.
So it's how much we love the season now. We gotta watch it. We won't wait till a day after.
Exactly.
So, all right. So we got that. You want to talk about the episodes now?
Yeah, sure. So so with episode 1, trying to remember what happened. So they started off on the barge. They did the marooning thing, and Emily was calling. So oh yeah, the one cool thing with 45 is that Bruce from last season,
Just back.
is back after getting like a concussion to his head, and I mean I joked about in one comment that he's the Jason I can't say his last name, Jason Zavaldas of Survivor.
Of Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
He's in Hell's Kitchen.
No, yeah. No, you know, see this guy in Hell's Kitchen, Jason. He was on season 9, but he got medevac the first episode, so he came back season 12. But anyway, yeah. So Bruce is pretty much the Jason of Survivor. But yeah, like Emily called out Bruce on the first episode on the barge, and I mean, how you feel about that? Because like,
oh man,
because Emily's like, I mean, Emily has a very interesting story arc.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that.
you're definitely the best thing to do at the marooning. It's marooning. I makes me realize. Oh yeah, I feel like she saw they must saw episodes like season 44, like a few episodes 40 went to film. So I guess she knew about Bruce's medevac. But that wasn't the best thing to do. It really wasn't. It wasn't like Bruce was like a big threat because he didn't really play. He only did like literally one challenge. Not like he has a big advantage over other players.
I just feel like she was just kind of like grasping for straws on like trying to like diminish his game. I guess. I mean, like I mean, it'd be one thing if he literally like got voted out like any other point of the game, but like I mean, he barely even had a chance to play. So I mean, just like what? I mean, he's like that's a cool thing I like about having Bruce back because like he was like on the even ground with like everyone else. So
he didn't play a whole day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, granted, you can say the same for what's his face in 42, Jackson. Yeah, but production were like mad at him because like he told info like last minute or whatever. So I can understand.
He's probably not gonna come back.
Yeah. Chances are pretty high. But yeah, I mean overall, I'm trying to think what else.
We got to talk about Brandon in the ladder.
Brandon thanks for
Brandon versus the ladder.
Thanks for reminding me. I think it's just. I mean.
He couldn't get the ladder.
He couldn't get up a ladder. I mean, like
that little small ladder. Like everybody has done that so many times in Survivor. He can't get.
I mean, like you gotta be like so out of shape to like not get up a ladder. I mean, like it's just like I don't get it really. And then like he have you seen that on Reddit post where like I think it was Yamcha from Dragon Ball and said like said like Brandon was.
He was there. Yeah, because his whole body was laying down.
Lay on the ground. Yeah. I just really thought the Yamcha meme.
Yeah. That's when I saw that, I was like, this dude is not going.
He's not going far. Yeah. Either he was an early pre-merge boot, like like he actually was, or he was going to pull like some Aubrey or David Wright edit.
It wasn't like Aubrey and David Wright couldn't go up the ladder. They were just like exhausted from the condition.
No, I mean like so.
Yeah,
he wasn't very promising. Trying to think what else.
We went back to those 3 tribes. Reba, I call him Reba.
Reba. Lulu, and Bello. Yeah. And one of the tribes is pretty interesting.
Lulu tribe.
Yeah, Lulu is like a dumpster fire, but but speaking of which, I'm trying to think, what was the challenge of that? That was What was the challenge of it was? I know they like slammed their face into like mud.
Oh yeah.
And then end with a puzzle.
I mean, I can see every challenge now.
Yeah, I mean, I thought
obstacle course. Puzzle.
I thought the challenge was alright. I can't remember. I mean, I think most of it was kind of a rehash, but yeah. We'll just go straight to tribal because like tribal's where things get really interesting.
Let's do it.
All right, so on the first episode, Hannah quit, and I mean, we got a lot to say about that. So you want to start, and then you got
that is ridiculous.
That's pathetic.
I think that's the only time that's been a quit on day one. Yeah.
Unless you want to count Fair Play in Micronesia.
No. I mean, no, I'm not counting Fair Play. No, I'm not counting Fair Play. But she actually quit. It's like you spend all this time trying to go on Survivor, and then like you don't prep for it. Like that's one thing I'm gonna get more on about these quits, and also like Brandon too. Like you spend all this time Survivor. You took a spot for somebody else, and you're not gonna want to play. It's like.
I mean, it's just there's just no like, not just with her, but with spoiler alert, Sean as well. That's like just like these people need to have like some sort of like this mental willpower or toughness or something. I mean, like you signed to play a game, you kind of know what you're getting into. So I mean, I don't get it. I mean, like it's one thing to, it's just you know what you're getting into, and I mean. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, like,
Yeah, I was like, and she also had a problem. So I need to go back smoking. Like,
or is vaping? Yeah.
She's like she's pulling Shane Powers. Like,
Yeah. But no, but Shane made Final Five. It's just like,
but the thing about that's one thing I get mad, especially more mad about now. But the quits is they're not even playing like the old.
Right. This is 26 days.
It's 26 day like pander Survivor. Like,
this is Survivor Light. Like,
can you imagine like literally Guatemala. I told you this a couple weeks ago. Guatemala. The first thing they did, they ran an 11-mile hike and had nobody quit.
Exactly.
I mean, like
it just there's no like just willpower with these.
Survivor Africa, they're literally drinking water from elephant poop. I mean,
yeah, no, not for real. Like,
like
no, I saw on Tina's post on Instagram.
Yeah,
I think you showed me.
You don't see no quits. I mean, they just meant for us players. Like, and you got these people now quitting on 26 days Survivor.
Just
like,
soft,
because they don't get no rice. I mean,
and no nicotine. Shoot,
nicotine.
So, but I mean, the good thing, the only good silver lining to this is like at least Jeff can or just production can look back on like how they cast people. Because mind you, I mean, like people have hacked the system. I mean, like, Adam literally has like this whole like business now. Where he knows the application process, he knows what production looks for in people, and some of the people that he charged for his services are on the season. So people have seen people have seen this, know the system. So what Jeff needs to do, and the production needs to do for that matter, is just change it up. Like we just having a bunch of people who are kind of soft and all kind of blend in. It just it's not gonna work anymore. I mean, it was already it kind of bothered me in the last few seasons. You gotta change it up, or at least have a diverse pool of different you know what I'm saying.
We should talk about it more near the end with the cons, with the casting.
Yeah.
I think casting is right now an issue. We'll get to that later. But one thing I was way mad about Jeff, he kind of fixed it with Sean's quit. Jeff kind of said he didn't make it a big deal about Hannah quitting. He even snuffed her torch. In a long time, Jeff never snuffed torch when somebody quit.
Yeah, he did.
He did win.
He always snuffed the torches. He always put the torches in the setting though.
Oh,
I mean, he wasn't gonna leave it on fire.
Just ignore what I just said 20 seconds ago. He used to be more. What I'm trying to say is he used to be more tough on the quitters. He used to call people. I used to be mad at people. And with Hannah's quit, he kind of okay, no biggie.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, I mean, he mentioned it on his podcast. Yeah, I can't speak. He mentioned on his podcast that he always knows that social media is going to be tough on quitters, so he feels like that. He doesn't feel need to. I kind of understand that, but at the same time, I feel like they're just letting it slide. It kind of I feel like he's just kind of encouraging more people to just kind of get away with it. I don't know, because I feel like that. I mean, what gets me too is you take Austin from Pearl Islands. He was having skin infection, and Jeff lambasted him for it. But then Hannah, she's too pitiful and just wants her vape or whatever, and he just lets her slide. It's just I mean, I get where he's coming from, but I feel like by not taking the reins and not making them feel bad in some way for quitting. Just having more people just say, "Oh, it's too hard, so I give up." That's another thing too. And same thing with Sean too. I feel like with these quits, it's just a lot of people just people being like, "Oh, it's too hard. I can't do this, so I just give up." I mean, at least just push through. The game just started. Why are you just throwing in the towel so early?
Yeah, we get so mad. It's like this is pander 26.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, there should be no quits in that in this quote unquote new era.
No, I agree.
Especially compared to like I said, the older seasons. The older seasons, those players are going through it. We talk about Russell. Russell was a fat dude. Russell Hanson was a fat dude with Samoa. At the end of Heroes Villains, he was skinny.
Right. No, I mean.
That old season, they were just crazy.
I just think Cass needs to have more people some sort of mental toughness. And I say that, but what's her name? Dee had a whole sob story, but I'll say sob story. I mean, it's not really a sob story, but she had that whole that flashback package. But anyway, she had this whole thing about how she unlike Sean, she can't quit. She's been going through a lot, and she's been raised to have the mental toughness. I really appreciate that. I really like that. Really like having people like her in the show. We just need more of that, But yeah. But yeah, episode 1, Hannah's quit was really pitiful.
It's just a shame because that was actually a pretty good start for the premiere.
Right.
But that quit just ruined a quit. Regardless of what happens, it ruins this whole episode or even the season. Nick Rockwell is a great example of that.
Yeah.
Bianca and Purple Kelly's quit ruined the season after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's really interesting too because I thought that and again, like I mean, Emily's like whole arc through this few episodes, like it's been really interesting because the first episode she was very brash, she was very abrasive, and she just, I mean, just her social game was really bad. And she, if it weren't for Hannah's quit, she probably would have went home.
Oh, remember she tried to call out
Caleb and Sabaya, and
Alliance
yeah,
talking
and then there's like a whole Reddit post on her having implicit bias or something like that.
Every time the two black people are talking, everybody freaks out. It's not like in Winners of War with Sophie like saw one doing Jeremy talking. Like, I gotta vote him out.
Shoot, man.
Can't win, man.
But yeah, for real. That was funny. But Charlie, episode 2.
Brandon, he solidified himself.
Yeah, he's like easily one of the worst players that ever played this game.
I think it's been a good time to talk about the idols, the idol clues, and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I
would say so. One thing I do like about 45 is that they're bringing back the idol clues again, or they actually making idols hard to find or like hard to access, which is so much more appreciated compared to like this has been a problem since like the early 30s, honestly, because like I mean, I'm trying to think they stopped doing idol clues around David vs Goliath. And, like, even before then, like, even when, I mean, I'm trying to think, like, because, like, Ben found, like, I'm trying to think, because, like, I remember Wendell found an idol clue in Ghost Island, and that led him to find Eric's immunity necklace. And then Joe found the idol clue on the trees in H3. But even after that, he kind of just threw it away because, like, Ben found, like, 5 idols in succession with idol clues. So it was just, like, screw H3. Anyway. But they stopped doing idol clues, and idols were just like so easy to find. To the point where they found like 11 or 12 idols in Only Idols. Jesus Christ. These seasons, man. Oh my God.
I got so mad. It's not like it was like good spots like
right.
high. It was literally on the tree. Like,
right, yeah, but it's bottom tier season. Anyway, but no, I'm glad that 45 not only has idol clues again, but they're kind of clever in the sense that, you know, you can access idol by either melting wax or like, you know,
what was it?
there was like another one.
Reba?
Yeah, I was trying to think, what was on Reba? It was something doing the string, right? Or a
yeah,
rope?
they had like it was on top. It was like on a tree, and they like
it's something with a rope. I forgot.
Some of that.
Yeah.
But regardless, the ways that they're like having idols now is very creative.
Yeah, I like it. It actually makes it hard to find.
It's way better than Idol Cage from last season.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would love to see more of that. I'm actually like to see it. And also, it limits people getting idols. So now, like, maybe like you only see 3 or 4 more idols this season.
Yeah, exactly.
So like 12, 13. Like,
shoot, man. But no, that's one thing I'll give 45 is that, like, you know, at least you have to like earn, you know, what you get. You know, I like that.
And in this episode, I think this is the episode where like Emily realized she's like starting to try messing up.
Yeah.
Caleb, this one friend I respect about Caleb. Instead of like using her, she's gonna be easy to vote out next.
Yeah.
He actually like, hey, I'm gonna help you out because I know eventually if I help you out, you're gonna you may be a great ally.
Yeah, he extended an olive branch to Emily, and you know, as we see in the next few episodes, it really worked for him. I mean, like, it saved his butt. You know, the episode afterwards, and saved the butt in the vote Jermaine. So still don't quite that. I don't care. But yeah, episode 2 was it was pretty good. I mean, Brandon. I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy, but just like he just ain't cut out for the game. I mean, like he's
first of all, he gave the clue to Sabaya. Like I don't want this idol here.
Yeah. No, I remember that too.
I was like, bro, come on, man. I understand like you want to be a threat, but it's an idol clue. It's not like it's a real idol.
Yeah.
And I feel like episode 2. Not gonna lie, is probably one of the best episodes of Survivor.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because I think that's when the editors did everything right. It was like great content on camp life. You saw like it was a good challenge, decent tribal council. Besides,
yeah. I mean, like it was a balanced edit, a decent challenge.
We saw more of Bruce. Like Bruce.
Yeah. Bruce is something else.
It kind of makes you wonder, man. Imagine if he was still on Tika. Like, imagine him. Carolyn, James
and Carson.
Oh my goodness, the content in that season, man.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh my.
I mean, I still think 44 is not that good, but that's story for another day. But no, I mean, I think episode 2 is pretty good. Brandon's downfall was I mean, again, he's probably a nice guy. Just he can't climb a ladder. He sucks in challenges. He's just useless. I mean, like, I mean, good God.
Any good things happen to Reba? I feel like
I'm trying to think. What I am curious though is like, I mean, I guess it don't matter now because he's gone. But I'm curious how Jermaine, like, Jermaine and Sifu for that matter, had themselves in the outs of Reba, because I remember like the core alliance was Julie, Dee, Napoleon Dynamite, and in Dallas.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No, Austin and Drew. That's good because like Jermaine was so convinced that she was in with the Reba woman, only to be ousted like on their boot episode. I don't know, just find it interesting how she like I guess that's just on her for not having such a great social game. But I'm just curious how she had herself so easily on the outs with Reba and didn't really see it. That's the thing.
Women's lines don't work after all.
I guess not.
I think that's really too much of Bella. Like, you saw just Bruce just make everybody laugh.
Yeah.
I call Katara. She and like Bruce. I feel like that's gonna be more of a storyline.
Yeah, that's funny too. Another thing I like about 45, I'll be fair that 44 kind of was alright in this with Tika, but like you can kind of see like the character dynamics in the season. Like you know, Katara is annoyed with Bruce. You know that Caleb and Emily have a bond because Caleb like you can tell the character dynamics with the season, and I mean Once Upon an Island says all the time every season of Survivor tells a story, and so far I'm enjoying the story of 45. It's coherent. Like when a season just goes off and just doesn't tell a story like in 43 or 44, even Edge of Extinction, the season suffers for it. So yeah,
definitely. So yeah, we got to Mini Challenge. I'm trying to remember what Mini. It was like
41 also is an example of just not telling a good story. Anyway, go on.
Mini Challenge, was that the one like they were like that cage? Or is it, no, that's
no, I think it's after.
I don't know why. I mean, the challenges aren't terrible. I just don't memorize them that much. Regardless, I remember there was a swimming challenge, which one thing I'm calling still, I'm not a big deal, but why do they all have swimsuits? I'm just saying. It's just as someone who's like does work who's majors in public health, I know like the consequences of not having like something like a bathing suit in the water like that. Anyway, Brandon, he was just horrible at that challenge. Like they literally he barely swim. I think he swim.
I forgot. I just know he cost him a challenge.
So he couldn't do the puzzle right. The little Spy was like, "Come on, I need your help."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my goodness, oh my goodness."
Yeah.
And then, and after that, after the loss, they went to the summit. Was anything?
Oh yeah, remember? Oh yeah, again because Brandon was messing up again. It was Drew and Brandon trying to do like the puzzle, and remember Drew got the I think he got the advantage because he did the puzzle right, but Brandon didn't, so he lost his vote.
Oh yeah, this dude, he gave a clue to somebody else. He caused a tribal challenge the cost community challenge, and then he tried to do something try to get idol. And
he failed miserably.
Worst player as far as history.
Yeah, he's up there.
And Francesca got voted out twice, and she may not be worse.
Yeah, but case point, Brand sucks. Anyway, what's episode 3?
Got voted out.
Oh yeah, Jesus. Okay, so that episode's really interesting because the twist in the beginning, or like so regarding the idol, it at first bothered me, but I guess it kind of worked out because Sabaya pretty much overplayed herself. So there's this whole idea now that so if Sabaya had an idol and she was going to sacrifice, or like just anyone with an idol for that matter, they had an idol, they were going to sacrifice their vote to extend the power of it. Now first I was kind of bothered by this because I'm thinking like this is just too much. It's starting go down 41 territory where I need like a freaking spreadsheet in order to keep track of everything. Like again, like I'm fine with advantage or whatever, but if it's getting too much that I'm losing track of it, then I mean there's a problem. But we'll get into that with the cons. So, but no, I mean I thought the tribal council is interesting. One thing I don't understand, I mean, it's actually kind of interesting because like Sabaya was playing way too hard, way too early. Like I mean I understand she's trying to target a social threat in Caleb, and that's fine. But why are you gonna do it on the 3rd episode? Like,
I understand social threats are big threats in Survivor, especially in the Merge. Like a lot of the best winners are social threats, like Sandra, Parvati, Tony, great social threats.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the problem is you can't really target them early on because what is one, they're likable at the start, so people are not gonna get enough people to vote for them. And two, like they're not gonna be a big threat to the Merge.
I mean, I just don't understand how like they're on the losing streak. Caleb was one of the strongest members, so why get rid of him early on? I don't get it.
If he got voted out, and imagine they didn't do a try swap, it would have been just Emily,
Sean, and Sabaya. Yeah,
I try to lose every challenge.
Literally,
they'll pull Oolong.
Exactly.
So that was and that's why like Sean is really important. I'm sorry, Sean. Caleb. That's why it was so important for him to like bond with Emily because Emily found out about Sabaya trying to vote out Caleb.
Yeah.
And told Caleb about it.
And it's very interesting too because like before the season, we both saw all players like hot takes or whatever. And Sabai I'll never forget this because I remember Eric was like Eric Reichenbach, he was going on some rant on Reddit on like how much is so Sabai. No, Sabai was saying how Russell Haynes is the best player, or whatever, and how it's like so. And like, see, it's interesting because like when you see the hot takes, it kind of gives like an insight, or to see their favorite player, it kind of gives an insight on like how they'll play. And look, just the basic fact that she thinks Russell Haynes is some god survivor, even though he lost like twice in a row. Like I look in the back of my mind, it doesn't surprise me that she would like pull this, try to pull big moves so early, or she would sacrifice her vote. For, just it's very interesting because like just knowing the insights of a player, their decision making. So I knew that she had this power she had this chance of extending her idol's power. So I knew that she was just going to take it. She wasn't going to think smart and actually be conservative with the vote. Yeah. So but she it backfired in her face and she ended up being third boot. So.
I don't know what's going on. I think it's been like the last few seasons. Why are players just sacrificing their votes? Like I understand like the idol's very powerful, but man. I think Smart Specialist Phil said it best. Yeah. Your vote is probably the most powerful thing in the game.
Literally.
That vote, if you write somebody's name down, that gives them a chance to vote them out.
Right. Either the vote or the immune necklace.
You shouldn't just waste your vote just for like maybe get out for a certain number of days.
I agree.
You may get voted out after or
literally.
Next day. Like just
yeah. One noteworthy thing during Tribal is, as people call it, Survivor Cookout, where she literally just brought the idol to her. Again, she brought the idol with her. Mm-hmm. The wax burn she had in her hand, and she got voted out with it in her pocket. I
wasn't a big fan of that cookout. I thought it was really. I can understand they want to make it for good TV, but. I just felt so unnecessary.
I thought it was funny because, I guess Jeff in production really didn't expect someone to literally bring the idol just for the fire to burn it.
I think he probably.
So I find it funny in the meta sense, but
because I know Jeff usually when something like that happened, he just let it slide, and then okay, we gotta change it next season.
Yeah,
I don't think he really probably didn't think that. Oh, she probably actually gonna bring the idol.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but yeah,
blindsided.
Yep.
It's weird because I really thought she was gonna be merge.
Yeah, I thought she was going far.
But no, big move.
Overplayed. Who's next? Sean. Oh yeah. Oh god. Okay. I really know. Like I feel like Hannah's quit is less justified, but Sean's quit bothers me more because
You want to get to the tribe swap?
All right, fine. We can get to tribe swap. Yeah. I'm trying to think because who was on whose tribe? It was on Lulu. It was Caleb, Bruce, Katara, Kelly, and Jake. Jake. Yeah. For Bello, it was Brando, Kelly, not Kelly, Kendra, Emily, Napoleon, and Austin. Yeah.
Austin, Texas.
All right. And then what's her face? Reba. Reba. It was
Emily.
It was oh my God, Jesus Christ!
I don't know.
All right, D, Master Shifu, Julie, what's his face? Sean and Jermaine. Yeah. So, yeah. First of all, yes, they finally have a tribe swap. Oh my God, who would have thought? And not this lame. I don't know what 44 was like. I mean, I didn't hate it as much as other people do, but that weird 44 thing where one person from each tribe, it was like Josh, Carson, and Jamie switched. Yeah.
I hate the fact they gave
that's the thing I hate the most, where they get the free. That's the thing. I hate the free idol thing more than the swap itself, but that was inexcusable. So dumb.
My biggest. I wish the tribe swap was cut to two people. Two tribes. Cause I feel like it'd been more interesting. I think the fact it's kept 3 tribes with that.
Right, but I mean, at least they have a swap now. I mean, maybe they'll.
I just want 2 tribes.
I'm just happy they actually have a swap again, not the lame stuff or that lame free idol giveaway stuff from 44. Now the tribal council, on the other hand, oh my God. Okay, so here's the thing. So the girls early as Jermaine. I mean, Julie thought it was kind of stupid, but D and Jermaine wanted to get Master Shifu out. Master Shifu out, and I mean, it kind of makes sense because he was on the bottom of Reba, so I understand. Even though I find it ironic that Jermaine targeted him when she was on the bottom as well. But no, they were playing Gary Master Shifu because they were concerning he is an idol. Mm-hmm. And then Tribal Council and mind you, they're telling Sean that he's safe and that Master Shifu is going to get blindsided. So Sean literally again, there's no mental will. Like
it comes out. That's what, it comes out of nowhere. Like you had nobody ever thought Sean was going to quit like that.
Right. And like they just always want to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought this cut out for me, but I won't be my husband." It's just like, see what gets me the most about this is he's going to Ponderosa anyway, so he's going to have more days without his husband. It's just, it's just.
Even after Ponderosa, they're gonna go on a vacation.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Like, what I hate the most about it, like you hated that part. I hate the part he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be like the martyr."
Yeah, he was taking the martyr approach.
Martyr approach. I can still play, but I'm gonna eliminate myself so you all have a chance.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I just, good God, man. It's just a punk move. I mean,
it really was a punk move.
It's just like he was just giving up and just trying like it's just like I don't know. I mean, unless we rag on Jeff, I'll give him this much. On the podcast, he said he didn't like how Sean didn't own up to his quit, and I agree with him. I just think that Sean just like took the lame way. And mind you, he's a school principal. I mean, he should be a role model to his students. As I'm saying, he should be a role model, and he's just saying, "Oh, it's too hard. I won't be my spouse. So I'm going to quit." It's just like it's pathetic. Like we need more people just with some sort of toughness. Now, to be absolutely fair, in the next episode, even the people still in the game are bothered by his quit. That's the funny thing too. Like. I think like literally the people in the game next episode are really bothered by his quit
because he messed up. He
messed up Jermaine's game. Dean and Julie are still in. I think they're in a pretty good spot, but he almost messed up their game. It's just like
because then he told Master Shifu who
he told Master Shifu that he didn't vote for him. But he didn't say like who voted for. Yeah,
so Master Shifu be like, okay, I'm good. Somebody's targeting me on. My tribe.
Yeah, because Shifu got Master Shifu got straight vote.
Not only that he quit, he messed up everyone else's game.
Literally
afterwards,
just freaking Sean, man.
Yeah, I think that was dead worse than Hannah's.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Hannah's is less justified because that was already like second, third freaking day. But Sean's just makes no sense to me. I mean, really, like it was just pathetic. It really was.
It was ridiculous.
I don't get it.
So that was. We were tribal council.
Yeah.
And now next
episode is probably the weakest one so far. I mean, there's a lot of things literally from the last few seasons that we didn't like. For example, there were like multiple sob stories. Was there multiple? I know D had one.
D had one.
And I feel like there's another one as well.
Oh, I'm trying.
Was there another? I feel like there was another one.
Jake.
Yeah, Jake had. Yeah, multiple sob stories. I mean, to be fair, they're not as superficial as literally Xander. Man, I'm still not over Xander and JD's sob stories from 41. Jake literally had one where like he used to be a nerd and now wasn't, and then Xander had one. It's just like, oh my god.
Every time you always talk about Xander's story about being fat.
No. JD's the one that gets me the most because like I mean he used to be like a nerdy band kid or whatever, and then all of a sudden he turns to a decent guy. It's just like, how am I supposed to carry him? Whatever.
Yeah, one thing I like about sob stories is like you can just have it just like a face camera like showing like the players, just having like, all these pictures and flashbacks. Literally, Dee's sob story, she was talking to the camera. You can just show her that.
Right.
Like,
nice American Idol looking sob stories.
Like I don't mind learning about the stories right now. I'm totally fine with that. It's part of reality. It's part of like Survivor.
Right.
Like, just make it like authentic. That's what I've been mad about since 41. I don't know where all of a sudden, like, after the new era, they want to make it like more like, what's the word?
I'm trying to think like more, I guess, quote unquote inspiring. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you gotta be inspired to be on Survivor.
Yeah.
That's probably the point days. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, one thing I did like is how D, Jermaine, and Julie were like visibly annoyed with Sean's quit. Like,
messed with the game.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I'll be annoyed too. I mean, just like they literally try to save him, and he still quit. I just I don't get it.
He was the only Lula member.
Yeah,
all Reba.
Yeah, literally. But it's just so dumb, man. So let's talk
about
the summit, because like that really irritated me.
Sandwich
Sandwich Gate. I mean, to be fair, I guess it did pay off eventually, but yeah, we were annoyed by the whole amulet. I wasn't really a big fan. Like the amulet was one of the things I really didn't care for in 42, so I wasn't really happy to see it come back. I mean, again, just way too complicated. I mean, like I forgot, like when there are 3 people still in the game. I don't even know how the system. It's like a whole chain of events. Like I don't know, just like
So I know like if the 3 people in the game, like who's in some? It was Austin. Jermaine.
Austin, Jermaine, and what's her name? Kelly.
Yeah. They were all together. They all voted together. But like extra votes. So like,
something like that. And then if one of them gets out, then they have an idle for one vote, and if another one gets out, they have an idle for like something like that. I don't know. It's too complicated. Like,
it makes it worse. Is like they try to like make these players like work together, but like you knew like Kelly wasn't going to switch on Bello.
Exactly. Like, I mean,
also
like,
going to switch on Reba.
They bring back the one of the few things I didn't like about 42. Like, honestly,
yeah, that, and it also too like too many advantages. Like,
it's too
don't
much.
forget about the Goodwill advantage. I
literally forgot about that until Austin. Again, like we shouldn't need a spreadsheet to watch freaking Survivor. Just
we'll talk more.
Like,
about
do I gotta like just like have Microsoft Excel on my phone when watch Survivor? I don't get.
We may have to, man.
God, man.
So
but
now, a big thing about this episode 5 was it? Yeah, episode 5 was about the Bello like the tribes like trying to like collide. It was like trying to who wants Emily.
Oh yeah, it was Austin Drew versus I keep saying Kelly, Kendra and Brando. Yeah.
It was like who's gonna get Emily first?
Yeah. And I mean, like, Austin came in clutch because Drew was like really screwing up. Yeah. Thankfully Austin came in clutch, and Brando got out.
Yeah, he lied in 4K.
Yeah.
He got Remember that meme was like, why the blank you lie? Like, oh, stop lying.
Yeah. Try to think what else. Just
I was trying to bring it up. I mean, it's funny every time like those like nerdy players, you think like, okay, they're gonna probably make it far because nobody's gonna see them as threats.
Yeah.
Well,
that didn't happen.
My power ranking still fell after that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we saw more of that. We saw more like in Lulu where Caleb was bonding with more like the former Bello members.
Yeah, he was trying to bond with
Kelly.
It was Kelly. It was Katurah, Kelly, and he did try to get with Bruce. Yeah, pretty much everyone on the tribe, pretty much.
Yeah, and now you see kind of more like say more Katurah, like she really wants to get rid of Bruce.
Because she's done by him.
Bruce, what's the word? He's kind of boss. He's kind of pulling like a Survivor dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's like telling people what to do. And I feel like you can't win on Survivor dad. You can't.
Yeah.
So people get annoyed by that in like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, that is true. But now next episode was really solid.
Yes.
Yeah. Next episode was honestly exciting. So again, they had the Mergatory thing.
Or the merge.
Again, not the biggest fan of that by itself, but
the challenge was different.
Yeah, I mean the challenge actually pretty alright.
Mm-hmm.
So again, they kind of do the same thing for 43, where like they have the Mergatory. They're literally having 2 rounds where no one's on the jury. And, I mean, I hate it in 43. I think this time is going to be less bad because they're going to have 2 people voted out. I'm guessing one of them is not going to be on the jury. But anyway, I mean, it sucks, but... but at least it's not like 43 where they outright have the Mergatory vote and then just have, like, 1 round before... Like, literally, if they have one or the other, then that'll be enough. But like, if for whatever reason they have, like... Oh, my God.
Dwight got robbed.
Yeah, Dwight got robbed. I can complain about 43 all day. Anyway, But no, the Merge episode was pretty solid. He had a new challenge. Again, no hourglass twist. Thank freaking God.
I think first twist for history.
Agreed. Either that or do or die. Oh God. Please. Oh wait, did they have do or die last season? No, they didn't. Okay, thank God. I almost forgot.
No, thank God.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yes. So.
Yeah. So basically, the thing was that Caleb, he was starting to get so Bruce was getting his feelings hurt by not the people because people weren't talking to him, and then he was starting to notice that Caleb was the opposite because he was talking to everyone. He was saying how Caleb shouldn't be talking to the opposition or something like that.
Don't talk to strangers.
He's trying to be a discount Boston Rob basically.
With a buddy system like the Bruce system.
But anyway, so yeah, Caleb gets a target on his back again, and then the other vote was before Caleb, like main people like Katurah and I'm trying to think who else.
Was it Kendra?
I'm trying to think who else wanted.
Kendra wanted Caleb out. I'm trying to.
It was Kendra and Bruce that really wanted Caleb out. It was Katurah, I think Austin that really wanted Jermaine out.
That's right.
No, it was their other Reba members. So it was Dee, Julie. They really wanted
because Austin he was mad about the fact he didn't get the sandwiches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He said, hey, we need to target Jermaine. So he told Jermaine about everything. About
exactly. Yeah, he was trying to get Jermaine out. So the tribal council comes and Caleb. What gets me is I honestly feel like he could have potentially been safe if he didn't throw not just Jermaine, but Loki, D, and Julie under the bus at the very last second.
Yeah.
I get he was desperate, but like I feel like he wasn't doing himself any favors.
I wasn't.
Yeah, I would say he really didn't do himself any
I
favors
feel
when
like
he
he
did
said
that.
how like so many good points about it. Like he says like, I'm not a threat. I'm just social.
Yeah,
I think that's a really good point. I feel like we talked about earlier. Social people are kind of always seen as threats from the start now.
mm-hmm.
But honestly, they're not. He's not as big of a threat as people think he is. Like honestly, now what will happen at the tribal council we're gonna talk about? You make use Caleb for like a few more episodes.
Yeah,
until you vote him
yeah,
out.
but say this point he's just kind of like either I feel like that if he doesn't get out next episode, it's probably just gonna be a meat shield. So I don't know. I mean,
he may pull a Joe and try. Like,
yeah, I mean, I just as much as I like the guy, I really don't see like, especially when he had like 11 votes towards him. I mean, I really don't see a path for him to. Let's see, like pulls a Ben and finds like 10 hours in one season, or pulls a Mike and wins.
5 challenges.
I just don't see it, but I don't know. Maybe he'll surprise me.
Or pro Kobe.
Yeah. So
after that, Caleb was shocking a lot of people. He played a shot in the dark, and I thought it wasn't gonna work. Then I realized since 6 people were immune from that challenge, that means it was a 1 in 6 chance,
shot,
instead of
yeah.
1 in 12 chance. So it was a good chance he had.
yeah, exactly. I mean, shoot. I mean, it was all pure luck. I'll give him that. But I mean, it was. That was something.
I give a lot of props to you. I also give props to Austin because Austin he sacrificed. But even though I said earlier I hate the idea, he did a good job. He knew that majority was gonna vote for Caleb. Since I always vote because even though I don't vote, there's like 11 people. It won't matter. And I know not only that he keeps his idol for a certain amount of time, which is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
And also Emily too. Like Emily and Caleb are trying to work together, try to see what we can do.
Yeah.
Instead of voting with Caleb, Caleb didn't have a vote. She stayed with the majority just in case, and then at the end, vote out Jay.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, so Caleb played Sean Dark. They all re-vote, and Jermaine was voted out. And I do kind of feel bad because like she was very sad, and I
saw a picture on there like the Renaissance.
They're this Renaissance painting,
everybody celebrating,
and Jermaine's just chill,
her face down.
But I mean, I feel like she kind of did it herself. I mean, social game clearly wasn't that good if D, Julie, and was it just D and Julie? Yeah, because our Rebel woman, she thought that she was with them, but like she really wasn't. So, but yeah, Jermaine got out, and
actually, again, Sean messed up her game.
Yeah, Sean definitely screwed things up too, so that didn't help. Yeah.
So now we're at the final of 12 now.
Yeah,
final 12.
Yeah. Just look at time. Oh, at the 42-minute mark. Dang. Time flies very fun.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick, we'll just talk about pros and cons in our winner picks too. Let's just do the cons first because it's not as much. But so in terms of cons, again, I've said this a million times in the previous seasons, but I shouldn't need a spreadsheet to watch Survivor. I just literally because I think either last episode or the episode before, Austin was using as it was episode 4 because that's when he cast a vote for Brando. He was using his goodwill advantage. He completely left my mind on what that even was, and then I was just reminded that it's this whole thing where if you lose a vote, you play his advantage to get your vote back. It's too much. How am I supposed to remember that?
Again, I keep saying this every time we do this podcast. It's like Mario Party. It's basically like Mario Party. It's like you roll a dice on Mario Party. And you use a turn, and you get a turn back for a special like a treat.
The way I see it, the one thing I do kind of like about New Era is that I somewhat like the idea of a risk versus reward when finding an idol. If you find, but it's just if they're becoming hard to find again, then I don't think losing a vote should matter anymore. What I'm saying is you can keep the wax idol. I really like that. So, since it's getting hard to access again, just don't lose your vote. I can kind of remember saying that for previous seasons because, you just be finding them in some random tree and then boom, you have it. But just I just feel like that losing a vote and just it's too much. It really is. As far as anything else, again, like we said before, I feel like just casting needs to just find more people with just some sort of mental willpower, some mental toughness. Because, we have people like Sean, Hannah, even Brandon to an extent. It's just they're just soft people. If you can't climb a ladder, it just.
And honestly, that's what I was going to talk about this. I don't know if you're going to agree with it, but I feel like maybe it's time to change 3 tribes from the start. Because if you look at the tribes, from the start, Lulu had no shot. Literally, that tribe looked. They didn't look athletic. It was only just Caleb and Tobias. Maybe Emily, who's pretty sneaky.
More or less.
That tribe, no shot. I think it's time to do go back to 2 tribes.
Yeah.
Now it may give Lulu a better chance. That tribe had no chance.
Yeah.
And regarding the cast, I can't be honest. I remember a long time ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I used to be very anti-recruits. But I think it's time to bring back recruits and Survivor.
I mean, I don't want to like take over a whole season because like we've had when recruits are most of the season, then usually didn't turn out great. But just like a few here and there, or just like just more people, just that just don't turn their backs when hardship happens. Just like we just need more of that.
I feel like it's time to get like those athletic dudes, athletic people, like the models back on, the waiters, bartenders.
I mean, I'm not saying that much, but I'm just saying like.
Not? I mean, they make good TV.
Well, think of it. Either you get good TV like Courtney or Tyson, or you get really bland ones like Half of Cook Islands. Like I don't know.
Cook Islands still top tier.
Okay, whatever. The point is, just I don't know. I feel like that. What I'm saying just ultimately is like we just need more. Just like I guess like I just want more mentally tough people because we can't have like two people quitting because one misses nicotine and one misses their husband. It's just like I mean.
I think one thing is now. But it is with Survivor. A lot of those players, they don't play for the $1 million.
That's another thing too. They play for the experience.
And sometimes some people experience maybe like 3 days on Survivor.
Exactly. No, they that part of it is because in the last few seasons they kind of romanticize the experience of Survivor itself. It's not enough people are being hungry for the play, and I just think that needs to change. Because
for example, we watch Hell's Kitchen, the show on Fox. We love Hell's Kitchen. Mm-hmm. The Hell's Kitchen, the cast is always great because those players, those chefs, they want to win because it matters more than anything they can imagine. Like a lot of them say, "I don't have a career going back to after." Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, unfortunately, chefs don't make that much good money unless you're a big top tier private chef.
I was gonna say if they had more contestants that have like $1 million, there's some sort of stakes on the line, and have a lot more players that kind of have that mindset. Then we wouldn't have people that just be quitting just for heck of it. I mean, I still find so pathetic. And again, like I said a million times before, this is 26 days Survivor. Like, if God forbid 39 days, and God forbid on the location actually hard. I mean, Fiji, Fiji's Fiji, but I mean, people have been in Africa. Like Africa had no quits. Guatemala had no quits. Marquesas, none of those seasons had quits. Mm-hmm. But in bright and sunny Fiji in 26 days. There's questions.
And they keep making excuses about,
I don't get it, man.
They don't give them food, they don't starve. I understand, but he's why you do that because of 26 days, not because they're tough.
I mean.
Even many players, former players said, we didn't get rice 4 or 5 days. It's not it's not as big a deal as people think it is.
Yeah. But yeah, just like the mental toughness, I just think Cass needs to definitely just work on that, which I probably will because I know Jeff isn't a big fan of quits to begin with. So I mean, maybe they'll consider it more. But
yeah,
that's far as
Adam Klein. You ever seen that meme like "I'm ruined" from Spider-Man?
Yeah,
that's Adam Klein right now because Jeff's gonna get on Adam for that.
I mean, and just kind of go on tangent about that. I mean, some people are kind of mad at Jeff for Jeff is not in favor of Adam's business at all, and I'm kind of I can kind of see both sides. On the one hand, I can understand why production be mad about that because personally, I wouldn't pay $400 just to get on a show that I may or may not get on.
Yeah.
But if someone sees hacks your system, then that's on you. I mean that's just how I see it. Again, I wouldn't pay money for that because I don't know. I think Adam's a good guy, but I do think it does seem kind of not cheapskate anything, but I don't know. It just does seem like a lot to pay $400 to for something like that, especially when there may be a chance we'll even be on. But if someone hacks your system, then something's gotta give. So
Adam's he's based, but man,
system,
his plan, his idea is
All right. But as far as
cons,
I'm trying to think.
That's crazy. We're actually thinking about cons now.
Yeah, oh my god. Who would have thought?
Back then, we all memorized it.
Had a whole laundry list of things we didn't like. Yeah, I mean, so as far as the pros, I'll give 45 this much. And I don't know if it's just, I really don't know. I think it is just 90 minutes. But I feel like that, so I'm not sure if it's the 90 minutes or the fact that Jeff did a lot of promotion for the season. I mean, I don't know if you've seen his Instagram, but before the season started, he had the Empire State Building light blue, yellow, and red.
I saw it.
So he's doing a little bit. He's doubling down on marketing.
Yeah, but the best season ever.
Yeah, well, I'm just talking. That's CBS fault. But No, I mean I feel like that 45 like has bigger scale compared to I feel like the last 4 seasons definitely felt like budgeted Survivor in a lot of sense. I can kind of excuse that for 41 and 42 because of COVID, but I mean just especially 43 and 44, like a lot of this felt very budgeted. And I mean, part of that's still there at 45 with the 26 days, but at least it kind of feels like it has the scale of like the season beforehand. I don't know. Maybe that's just my thing, but I just feel like that. I feel like part of it is just 9-minute episodes because we get more insight on all the players now. But it has like a lot more scale and just feels like a bigger more of a Survivor season rather than just like low budget. Oh, we got no money because of COVID Survivor season. I don't know.
So the 9 minutes, I think that's probably one of the biggest things they did, especially this season. And also not just that, for also the Amazing Race.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're doing it for Big Brother though. I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't watch Big Brother.
But that's amazing, cause especially like with Survivor, they show more of the camp life. Now I kind of wish we had more of that in other seasons. Can you imagine I know you probably agree with it, but imagine 9 minutes of Heroes Villains, right? 9 minutes of Cagayan. Maybe content from those seasons.
I think those seasons are solid on their own. I'm trying to think I'm trying to think of a season that would benefit from Winners Award benefit from 90 minutes.
Winners Award.
A lot of 30 seasons probably would benefit from 90 minutes.
Ghost Island.
See, I mean, the problem with that is not so much the editing was wasted. It's just like their editing direction was really bad. Like instead of making a character base, they had like kind of like every other 30 seasons where it's like highly strategized. And when they have Dom and Wendell steamrolling the entire thing, it's not exactly ideal. So
Edge of Extinction, even though I think it's still bomb.
Edge of Extinction's like garbage no matter what editing is.
And
no, it's not underrated. Joe. I'm so sick of people saying that on Reddit. Anyway, but I think there's just a bigger scale with 45 compared to the last 4 seasons, which I do like.
I hope they keep 30 minutes because I just can't imagine.
You mean 90 minutes?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. 30 minutes. It's like a sitcom.
No, we don't need that. I hope they stick with the 90-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Because I want to 46 and 47. They go back to 60 minutes because that kind of is gonna ruin the edit. Mm-hmm. It's gonna make the season more. It's not gonna feel right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I know. I heard rumors that the reason why they did that because
the writer's strike.
But I hope that's not the case because we need more of those 90-minute episodes.
Yeah, I agree. As far as everything else, I mean, in spite of the mental toughness problem, I think the cast is pretty solid. I mean, I think that's been the main thing with New Era. I think cast is pretty alright. Yeah. I mean, it's not like ain't cast anywhere near as bad as like Redemption Island or One World or I'm trying to work some other bad casts.
Thailand.
So the cast is alright. I think challenges actually pretty decent. Some of them are rehashed, but I think they're trying a little bit hard to be original.
I know next challenge is gonna be the Get a Grip.
The Get a Grip one from I like that one. Yeah.
When was the last time I've seen it?
Winners of War.
Oh, that long? Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, because Jeremy and Denise won it.
That's right. Okay. I mean, that's a proper challenge. I'm happy it comes back. I heard I don't know if it's true, but there's rumors the auction may come back.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous because they may just make it all auction, all advantages and things.
Yeah.
We'll see.
God.
when that happens, then we'll talk more about it in the finale. It'll be good or bad.
Yeah. So. I'm trying to think what else. Overall, editing has really, really, really stepped up from the last 2 seasons. Seriously, like 43's edit. Just left you in the dark about. Again, actually, the same thing 44 too. Like the problem with the edit in the last 2 seasons is it left you in the dark about a lot of things. I mean, again, we go back to the Dwight boot in 43, but just like I literally have no idea why he got voted out. I mean, like it just seemed like Cody was like, oh, I don't really trust him, and he's too close to Noah. I'm like Noel. I'm like, I don't see it.
Same 44. We talk about why would nobody vote out.
Tika.
Why is Heidi so Tika strong?
Right.
Like her own allies.
Right. I mean, I just
we don't see that.
Yeah, we don't see that. But I mean, the editing just definitely seems more balanced. But I feel like that I understand most of the cast's motivation for what they're doing. I feel like I can't say the same for 43, 44, even 41. I just feel like that when I'm not sure about the person's decision making, then how should I be invested?
42 out there was kind of like you understand what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
42 had a great ed, but the other seasons they just could not.
I'm trying to think what else they really like. Oh, I really like this is kind of nitpick, but I really like the buffs this season. I don't know. They have like this gradient little color to them that I really like.
Me too.
Yeah.
They're nice, especially the turquoise and orange for the merge buff.
Yeah. Well, I love that so much.
Those are nice. I'll give them props for that.
Yeah.
I also like there's also like a little bit of conflict. I'm not a big person like fights, but I like I know you said like, earlier, like, a lot of seasons, like early on, 41 to 44, but like kind of
Kumbaya. Yeah, no, I agree.
You see some comments, you see like Katara does not like Bruce. You see like Sabaya kept going at us a few times. With people.
Yeah.
You saw like a lot of like Bello kind of feuding.
Yeah.
I'm really like the conflicts in this season.
Yeah. I mean, it's just refreshing to not have everyone be so. Sorry. No, that was the main problem with 44. I mean, everyone was like, "Oh, it's just a game. Oh, there's no conflict." It's just like it's so annoying. I want to see people like actually like struggle with like other people. You know.
I talked about it earlier. I can never go to the fact that when the 5 minute challenges in 44, Carson's like, Heidi, good luck.
I mean, it's just like, come on, like
play for $1 million,
right? Like,
my guy.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, just I'm trying to think what other things I like.
Let's see. Jeff, I actually kind of like Jeff this season.
Yeah, Jeff's actually like kind of sassy again.
Yeah,
Thank God.
A little bit sassy, like he was messing with.
She took long. Yeah, like I remember the second episode, he was like talking smack about Lulu during the puzzle.
And then Brendan was like leaving. He's like, "Oh, I thank you all." And Jeff's like, "Get out." And even when John's quit, you saw Jeff's like he was like livid. He was upset about it.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. I know like Jeff's like we're not gonna get an old like 40-year-old, 50-year-old like single old man like he's like more the grandpa now.
Yeah, but at least we're not getting so much of Sunday school Jeff, you know.
Yeah. And now he got a new like slogan. He got rid of "Come on, guys." Now it's like let's get it on. Let's get it on. I don't know if that's intentional, but I feel like that's kind of a great placement for "Come on, guys."
Let's get it on. Oh God. All right, want to get down to winner picks then?
Okay, all right.
So, because like your winner pick is like I don't see how he's ever gonna win, but I mean like just go.
I'm calling right now. Yeah, it's probably gonna backfire next week.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say it. I think Master Shifu, aka Sifu, is gonna win Survivor 45. Hear me out. Here's why. I can go this real quick. He is not a big threat right now, even though like one person won the map was.
Yeah, already at the hour mark.
Jeez.
We're at the 56-minute mark. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time. Go on.
Anyway. Jay was the only person who wanted to vote him out. Reba kind of like not really targeting him right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he can be like under the cracks right now. He can side with either Bello or other people in Lily or work with Caleb and Emily. And he has some options. Yeah. My only concern with Sifu is he wants challenges. They're gonna say he's a challenge threat. He could pull a Mike Gabler. I never forget 43. I said Gabler's not gonna win. I was so wrong. And I feel like Steve was his edit is kind of like the two. Steve was kind of seen as the goofball. The guy who's like the Kamehameha.
Yeah, that's what the Kamehameha. We did rewind it like 3 times. That was too funny.
And you got other people like everybody's
too funny.
Everybody's dancing to the bug. He's actually trying to make moves. Sifu is outsmarting people and they don't know it. Mm-hmm. I can totally see him making it far. They don't see him as a threat, and then out of nowhere, wins a few challenges at the end, wins 45.
Yeah, I mean that's a bold pick, but
originally I had Caleb, but no, that's what I said.
Yeah, I'm saying, unless if he finds $1 million or he wins a bunch of challenges, I don't think it's a path for him.
His edge was too obvious too.
Yeah, I don't think it's a path for him. I mean, I think at best he's like, I really don't know, like
6.
Something like that. I think that's to be generous.
That's generous.
I like the guy too, but like, yeah, he's too likable and too visible to make too far. As for me, I can kind of see Emily have a good shot. I mean, I think Emily did a pretty good job, managing her threat level. I think that she did. It's really interesting because, like, I mean, she's one of the few players that she like literally like turned around her gameplay in her own benefit. I mean, I'm trying to think like, I try to think of like other people where. I mean, if someone told Russell that he's a jerk, he was like, okay, it's whatever. I'm gonna keep doing it anyway. So I feel like that a lot of players are so comfortable with how they are, or like with the strategy.
Spencer,
yeah,
Ryman.
Or Ryman Noodles, yeah. They're too comfortable with like their strategy or how they how they perceive that they don't do anything to really better themselves in order to get better in the game. And I feel like Emily, Caleb. I mean, to be fair, Caleb did go to her and extend an olive branch, which is really good on his part because it saved him 2 episodes. But she's had this arc. She was very brash and abrasive the first episode, but over time she mellowed out and is trying keep her eye on the prize, which I do like.
I love the fact that she's changing like her game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like similar, like parties. But I know it said Cook Island's party was known as like a flirt.
Mm-hmm.
But then like Micronesia and Heroes Villain, she kind of made like a strategist, a challenge beast.
Yeah.
But it took probably like 3 seasons to figure it out. Emily got it done like in 3 episodes.
Yeah. As far as other winner picks, I can see Austin probably winning.
Regarding Emily, I don't know if she's gonna win though. Here's the thing: one, her edit is really good, and I've been watching like 41, 44. A lot of people have the big edits. They don't win.
I mean, Jam Jam had a pretty big edit, and he won.
I think one thing about Jam Jam was, it was kind of like Tiga 3 had as a whole had a big edit, and James was part of the Tiga 3.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Emily's. I feel once Caleb gets voted out, I think people gonna start targeting Emily.
Mm-hmm.
But she has a story now. She's gonna be the last Lulu.
Last Lulu, yeah.
They're gonna vote her out, and also she may not have. It may be used her as numbers early on.
Yeah.
I can see you could vote out the final 4 or final 5.
Yeah.
Go back.
I'm trying to think. I think Austin has a pretty deep. The thing with them, I feel like people are going to notice he's a threat later on.
Especially, I can see like D and Julie.
Yeah.
Say, hey, Austin, he's kind of running the game now. We got to get him out now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else.
A lot of people say Kelly. Kelly's like the favorite right now.
I don't know. I feel like her edits too, like, unless she pulls an Erica or something. I mean, I don't know. I can see her make it far. I just don't see her winning.
I can tell you who's gonna make it far.
Who?
I don't think she's gonna win, but I think Kendra's gonna make it far. Because
I can kind of see that.
People like Master Shifu and Kendra, they're like the goofballs. We're not gonna take them serious. They're gonna take them to the ending because they're not hitting out. They're not threats, and one of them may just pull like a big immunity run and make it.
Yeah.
I
Bruce
think has no shot.
Yeah, Bruce has no shot. I think Drew definitely has no shot after his blunder.
Yeah.
He got so lucky with Austin. You got very lucky that Austin was charismatic and saved. Yeah, but Drew, like, Napoleon Dynamite ruined his chances.
Katara?
I mean, she's not beefing with Bruce so much. She probably would have a shot, but
now Bruce is gonna go target her now.
Literally. Shoot.
I guess it's probably.
I mean, what do you think of Jake? I mean, I think. I look and feel he may get mad back. I don't know, because like he been having like 2 or 3 seizures, like not seizures, but like I don't know, with like little body spasms, like twice.
Eating, not eating.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. So I feel like Bruce Jake may get medevac. I hope not. I don't want to nobody want medevac.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I feel Jake may be viewed as a threat. This thing, merge. We're gonna see like who's gonna be good in challenges because those challenge threats are gonna be like threats. Like 44. Franny was like a big threat in Premier. Then after she started winning those challenges, she became like a bigger threat.
Yeah.
So it's gonna see how these players do in these challenges.
Yeah.
So. I still think Master Chief was gonna win.
All right. I mean, I think it's a stretch, but I mean,
I said he gets voted out.
Literally, I mean,
I called Jam Jam. winning.
I mean, I called Jam Jam too because I saw spoilers, but still.
The only person I ever got right in favorites was Wendell.
No, well, yeah.
But everybody went Wendell.
Well, yeah.
So. All right, that's all I have for.
Yeah. But yeah. So just to recap. So far, Survivor 45 is pretty solid. Probably. I'm gonna wait till see how season pans out. But so far, I probably would say it's the best season of New Era. I mean, I still like 42, but the other 3 seasons are not that good, like, at all. So I mean, that's a very low bar. But no, I mean, I think 45 definitely surpassed my expectations. I thought it was just gonna be a repeat of the same problems, just with longer episodes. But no, I mean, they actually made some strides with the changes. I'm looking. Again, just like 42, I'm actually looking forward to episodes of Survivor again, which is. I don't know. I kind of want them to keep it up because I want them to be doing something good and then just go back to the same flaws once again for 46. So,
can I say one thing? Yeah. My only concern is, let's be real, besides 41 had a bad pre-merge. It was one of the worst pre-merges in the season, in the show. 42 had a great pre-merge. 43 and 44 had decent pre-merges, but then the merge just fell off. I hope that we won't have this problem with 45 because if 45 is really bad, we may have a problem.
Yeah, no, you're right because a lot of 30 seasons also have a pretty decent pre-merge and everything falls apart in the merge. But I mean, I'm just thinking like if they still have a fair edit and whatnot, then I still think the merge could be all right. But
honestly, I'm one of the people like I don't like the winner doesn't ruin the season. Well, unless it's Chris, but
I mean, Edge of Extinction wasn't that good anyway before Chris won. So
yeah. Honestly, like the winner, I don't care who wins, and the winner's not gonna determine how bad good or bad the season is.
Yeah. All right, well, that's our discussion of Survivor 45. Probably gonna come back with like on the finale or after the finale, something like that. Just
Late
like
December, something like that.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video. I have another one planned next week. But in the meantime, stay tuned. I'm Ev here, at Entertain, and
I'm Keenan.
Yep, and hope you have a splendid day.
Bye bye.
Bye, Felicia.